jogging. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Yeah, 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 yeah. Paint away, day and night, 6 hearts, hope I'm okay. You're alright, goodbye then if you dare. Someone new is pulling everywhere. I'm afraid to let them. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. I will drown in pink. Nothing is what I say. I feel far away. Nothing is what I think. Nothing is what I think. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause I will drown in pink. Oh, 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 oh. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? I've got no place to be alone, my friend. He cut his wrist instead. There's your answer. You better save yourself, or else nothing like success. I would rather be in hell than regret. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? No, I do.
Oh, yo, 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 yo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on.
My words tell me where am I most of the time. Wet my face with reality and permit me to breathe before I do it again.
Let's get it.
Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything
Like I need you. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh.
Do you need anything
Let's go. Late start. It's helping my kid pack. It's getting ready to move to New York just in time for Zoran Mamdani. Let's go. Oh! Here we go. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? Do you need an art commission of Trump eating Putin's ass? Dude, that's funny. Dude, you just need to watch Fox News. I did see the terrorist designation, right? Yes. That if a transgender person is a shooter, they're going to label them a terrorist. Alexander Grace, let's go. I mean, we know it's coming. It's probably going to get worse than that. Dude, Texas is trying to just criminalize them outright. Fucked up. It's gonna get very dark before it gets better. Thank you, Alexander. It's fucked up, bro. Here we go.
Can I
Make something good out of this. Can I make something good out of this? It's already very dark, yeah, but it's gonna get darker.
Chances are you will not be missed.
Yeah, I got a good setup.
Don't give a shit.
It's been several years in the making.
Good out of this.
You could be late, you could be true. You could be underneath my shoe. You're the only one who's strong. If I'm wrong, I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate.
Interesting, I'm sure. 'Cause I want more. Can I make something good out of this?
Can I pretend that something is missing?
Chances are
You will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. All right, let's go. Dude, what are we doing, people? Dude, darkness before the light? Yeah. I mean, so, dude, the dictator, you're scared? Now, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Remember, dude, we have the numbers, guys, okay? We have the numbers, right? The H-1B thing they did today, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing here with this shit. You know, there was a little bit of like, we'll see, because at first it made it seem like with the H-1B thing that everyone was going to have to pay $100,000. But now I guess it's like new H-1B, supposedly, the White House says. I don't really understand a lot of what's going on with that in the H-1B. I don't, I'll admit, I'm a little ignorant on that stuff. I thought Trump's commentary today in his press conference was pretty fucked up, okay? Now, we do have to look at some bright sides, all right? We gotta, so here, I'm gonna take you guys through. So I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna give you a little personal philosophy adventure here. And so one of the things I want to talk about is a thing called small wins. Okay? Have you ever heard that phrase before? Like when it comes to like personal development? This is something that I use exclusively and I've preached a lot to my kid. And you canceled your Hulu Disney, good for you. That's a good move. But it's a philosophy called small wins. Okay, which is something that I think we have to significantly pay attention to, right? Which is when life is like handing you some fucking lemons, and when life is kind of slinging the shit at you, one of the things I want you to like practice is taking your small wins. Okay. And this is really, really important, right? It's really, really important to rack up a bunch of small wins until you get a big win, okay? And I think especially now with Trump in office, we have to be very, very, very aware of that because they are like throwing everything they can at us. You know what I'm saying? It's like Trump is like war. The Republicans are fucking twisting narratives. People are getting murdered. Shootings are happening, right? Crime is going up. Domestic violence is going up. Prices are going up. Everything is fucking going to shit. Now more than ever, you got to take the small wins, right? And this is something that I do regularly. And it's helped me build quite a few like online things or start my own business where I just focus on the small wins and I try to not get wrapped up in what feels like the overwhelming wave of negativity that's going to crash. Because one of the things that I've discovered, you ready, is there can be this looming wave like, holy shit, when that wave crashes, I'm done. And if you just put your head down and focus on all the small wins, you lift your head up a short while later and you realize that thing crashed behind you and you're actually doing fine. And I think now more than ever, we got to stay focused on that. We got to look at the small wins. And today there was one that I thought was actually pretty good, which was, where is it? Let me see if I could find it. Dude, the small wins add up. Dude, this one was big, bro. It's a small win, but it's a big one, right? And remember Trump's $15 billion defamation suit? Well, guess what, guys? That defamation suit, no sooner did it hit a table in front of a judge and it already got dismissed and thrown out, right? Now, this may seem like a small win because we knew this lawsuit was bullshit, but it's actually a pretty big win, right? You know why? Because this was his attempt to sort of like change the narrative around that New York Times article that came out about the corruption, about him and Witkoff and their crypto company. Because now, okay, dude, let's go with breakfast. Let's go, baby. That's the best kind of breakfast. Eating political punk for breakfast is the way to go. Dude, this shit is big, dude. 3 days after it filed. You ready? And the commentary on this thing, though, dude, is amazing. Okay? Dude, let's look at the fucking... Let me see if the New York Times covers it. Oh, shit. Yeah, here it is. Dude, look at this. What a headline, bro. Judge dismisses Trump's lawsuit against the New York Times. The judge said the complaint failed to contain a short and plain statement of the claim. Trump has 28 days to refile. All right. But dude, the judge said it is improper and impermissible. All right. The lawsuit asked for $15 billion in damages, accused the Times and 4 of its reporters, as well as the book publisher, Penguin Random House, of disparaging Mr. Trump's reputation as a successful businessman. Dude, his lawsuits are just clown shit. Yeah, dude. Dude. Oh, shit. Is it? Posted a video to one of my videos. Dude, I hated that Biden hat thing. Dude, the fucking, like, when you think about it, like, Donald Trump files the craziest, dumbest lawsuits. $15 billion in damage, bro. Like, come on. All right, Judge Stephen Mary Day of the U.S. District Court for Florida said the president's 85-page complaint was unnecessarily lengthy and digressive. Imagine that, guys. Trump filed an unnecessary lengthy lawsuit. It was an 85-page lawsuit that probably went on and yapped like one of his rallies. It yapped until everybody left the building. All right, he criticized Mr. Trump's lawyers for waiting until the 80th page to lodge a former allegation of defamation, and for including ahead of it dozens of florid and enervating pages lavishing praise on the president and enumerating a range of grievances. So there's literally 80 pages of this lawsuit just complaining and saying how great the president is, and then on the 80th page, it comes up with the defamation fucking allegation. A complaint is not a public forum for vituperation and invective, Judge Mary Day wrote, not a protected platform to rage against an adversary. He said any revised complaint must be limited to 40 pages. We welcome the judge's quick ruling, which recognized that the complaint was a political document rather than a serious legal filing, a New York Times spokesman said. We applaud the judge's decision. A spokesman for Trump's team said Trump will continue to hold the fake news accountable through this powerhouse lawsuit against the New York Times. Oh my God. Dude, it's so funny. This powerhouse lawsuit. It's like, dude, the judge is like, this is a Wendy's, sir. And they're like, this powerhouse lawsuit will not go down. Oh my God. The lawsuit was the latest broadside by a president who is spearheading the most severe government crackdown in media institutions in modern times. He sued the Wall Street Journal in July for an article concerning his relationship with Epstein. Okay. And that lawsuit went nowhere. He also sued CBS and ABC News over their coverage, extracting $16 million from each network. Now, you know, this though, guys, this is what pisses me off though, about ABC and CBS giving the $15 million or whatever to his library, is they've set the stage for this. Every corporation that backs down, like, increases the chances that he's going to file more frivolous shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these corporations need to stop giving him free money, because CBS and ABC both could have beaten him. Okay? They could have beaten him. Dude, Jazzy! Let's go 5 gifteds! Welcome to the new members! Dude, Collective, Wendy, Duke, Jim. Let's go, baby. Yeah. This is fucking bullshit, bro. Dude, again, I know this makes me cheap and dirty, but I will dance on Trump's grave. I will do the Trump dance, the jerk it dance on his grave, bro. Oh, shit. Hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. If there's a God out there, if you really, hey, God, listen to me. You know I'm pretty sure you don't exist. But, homie, if you want me to believe in you and devote my life to you, all you have to do is take care of this one thing this weekend, bro. Just one thing, dude. Okay? You take care of it this weekend, and I'm yours, oh Heavenly Father. Dude. Right? Dude, let's go. I mean, come on, man. Let's go, dude. Are you listening? Come on, you took 50,000 kids in Palestine. The least goddamn thing you can do is one asshole removal. For the love of God. All right? Jesus Christ, dude. All right, you ready? So, oh my God. So this is crazy, guys. So this article, or this lawsuit that he filed against the New York Times was not even specifically about the article they wrote recently, the one about his crypto company. This one says it claimed a series of articles before the 2024 election were aimed at hurting his candidacy and caused enormous damage to his professional and occupational interests. Defendants included The Times, Peter Baker, Russ Bettner, Suzanne Craig, and Michael Schmidt, as well as the Penguin Random House, which published the book about Trump. Dude, Jesus, his complaint objected to certain details and anecdotes in the Times coverage, but it also digressed into lengthy tributes to Mr. Trump, citing his singular brilliance and describing his 2024 election win as the greatest personal and political achievement in American history. Dude, what the fuck, bro? What is wrong with this guy? This guy is so demented. Dude, so demented. And he referred to the lawsuit as tedious and burdensome, writing that a complaint is not a megaphone for public relationships. All right. And he said it's just fucking gets the boot. All right. Dude, Jesus. So in 2021, Trump sued the Times over an investigation. The suit was dismissed and he had to pay the Times legal expenses. Dude, he keeps suing and keeps getting dismissed. Dude, I'm pissed at ABC and CBS. But did you see today, though, guys? In the wake of this, though, look at this shit. You ready? This is Trump today. Okay, watch this. So the judge just says, you know what? Your lawsuit is dog shit. The whole thing is useless. It has no merit. It's an 80-page document of like them double tugging Trump. And here's Trump today. Okay? Right? Here's Trump today, dude. You ready? Watch this.
And that's why I sued the New York Times 2 days ago for a lot of money. Because I'm winning. I mean, I'm winning the cases. And the reason I'm winning is because you're guilty, John. You're guilty. ABC is a terrible network, a very unfair network.
Dude, he's like, the judge threw that out, dude. Judge threw that out. And he's like, oh, I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning.
You should be ashamed of yourself. NBC is equally bad. I don't know who's worse. I think they're equally bad. And that's why.
Dude, so funny, bro. Oh, my God, dude. And here he is again, dude. He's just going off.
Tell this free speech question, because you said that you restored free speech.
Yeah.
Tell this free speech question, because you said that you restored free speech in America.
Yeah.
Is that free speech including for people who are harshly critical of you, for your political opponents, for people who say things you don't like?
I've become immune to it.
You unfairly?
I've become immune to it.
Yeah, he's immune to it, which is why he files a lawsuit like every 12 hours, bro.
There's never been a person that's had more unfair publicity than me, and that's why your network paid me $15 million, or $16 million, I believe, to be exact, 𝗙𝗍𝗍𝗆, and that's why CBS paid me a lot of money, too, And that's why I sued the New York Times 2 days ago for a lot of money.
Judge,
Because I'm winning. I mean, I'm winning the cases.
I'm winning.
The reason
I'm
I'm
winning.
is because you're guilty. You're guilty. ABC is a terrible network, a very unfair network, and you should be ashamed of yourself. NBC is equally bad. I don't know who's worse. I think they're equally bad. And, you know, for you to stand there and act so innocent and ask me a question like that. But look,
And act so innocent and ask me, how dare you ask me a question?
you paid a big price because you were dishonest, John. The reason I won that lawsuit was because you were dishonest. You were proven to be dishonest. And so you can't sit back.
He didn't win a lawsuit. Nobody won one. Dude, Harley, let's go. He did not win a lawsuit. And again, thank you to fucking Jazzy Mo, right? For those fucking gifted memberships. Let's go. Dude, he did not win anything. Okay? ABC and CBS simply settled and paid out a tiny amount of money because they had mergers and shit coming up. Okay? But he didn't win anything. He's won nothing. Dude, he is such a fucking degenerate liar, bro.
Back and just say, oh, well, what do you think? You know, like you're some wonderful person. You're not a wonderful person. Frankly, you're a terrible reporter. You know it, and so do I. Okay.
Dude, he is so triggered, bro. Homie is so triggered. Yeah. Dude, the complaint is decidedly improper and impermissible. Thrown out. All right, so that's a small win, dude. We'll take it, dude. Trumpy, okay, this is fucking Trumpy.
A judge has struck down Donald Trump's $15 billion lawsuit against the New York Times. A judge has struck down
Later? Dude, he is. He is a professional liar. Right? Should they sue him? See, you know what's crazy about all this lawsuit talk? Because I know MAGA's always yapping about lawsuits. But guys, defamation suits are notoriously hard to win. Okay? They are. Defamation suits are notoriously hard to win. Which is why Jean Carroll winning the one about the grape that Trump committed and later defamed her is insane, because winning a defamation suit is really hard. I mean, they don't make it easy. Otherwise, people would be doing it all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? People would be doing it all the fucking time, right? And so Jean Carroll's was especially impressive, you know. But anyway, that's a small win, guys. That we will fucking take it. Okay, we will take it. A lot of shit going on today. That is fucking, oh, look at this. Oh, there's another one. Dude, what the fuck is this? Erica Kirk is filing a lawsuit on ABC for what? Is this true? Oh, no, it's fake. Okay. Dude, I was going to say, dude, there's no way, bro. Dude, there's no way. All right, so this is fake shit. See, you got to watch what you're getting on the thing. Because here's the deal, guys. You ready? Yeah, dude, that's totally fake. I figured it had to be. Because the thing about this, guys, that, you know, I saw some MAGA people saying she should fucking sue. Dude, you can't sue for a dead person, okay? We can say whatever we want about Charlie Kirk right now. You can start talking about Charlie Kirk, you know, having sex with cantaloupes in Central Park, bro, in front of kids, and they can't do shit to you, okay? You can't file a defamation lawsuit on somebody who's dead, all right? And nobody said anything about Erica Kirk that's not, like, accurate. Hold on. I got to go trim this mustache real quick. Give me 1 minute here, guys. I got to go fucking trim this mustache, or I'm going to be playing with it the whole stream.
Red, red, who's your lover now? Red, red, who's it all about?
That's better.
My psychosis friend, down and begin again. His eyes are broken in.
Now I don't feel the same. Red, who's your lover now? Red, red, who's it all about? We're gonna listen to this guitar solo. Dude, I love this. All right, let's go. Like the Replacements? I liked the Replacements. Still sell albums? I do. I mean, there's music available right now on Apple Music and Spotify, right? It's down in the description, links to it. And then some of this other older shit we're going to sell soon too. All right, so, dude, today actually felt like a pretty slow news day, right? I think as far as like other days have gone, didn't today feel like pretty slow? You know what I'm saying? It did. Today was like pretty fucking slow. So, which is wild, okay? But dude, Trump though, we do have to look at this ICE shit that's going on, okay? Because this shit is not cool, man. All right? Hold on. Who is this? Fucking dude, see, this bothers me, man, right? When they're spreading fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit bothers me, dude, when they spread that fake shit like that. All right? Dude. So let's fucking, I want to talk about this Ezra Klein shit too. Okay? Dude, Ezra Klein, can I just say, Ezra Klein needs a fucking boot in the ass. All right? Who thinks Ezra Klein needs a boot in the ass? Right? Right here. Dude, what the fuck is that guy doing, bro? Yeah, today, dude, 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏 got fucking thrown on the ground. I don't know if you guys saw this, but 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏 fucking she got thrown on the ground. And yeah, watch this, dude. This shit was crazy. Okay? Yeah, dude, this is in Chicago. Okay, there was an ICE protest in Chicago. Wait till you see some of the internet reaction. And then there's an old woman who had even crazier shit go on. So watch this clip, dude. Watch this. Okay, let me fucking show you here. Let me find a fucking full-size one. They're all like double clips. Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah, dude, this is crazy. Right here, watch this. This is gnarly, dude. All right, here we go. You ready? Brace yourself, dude. Watch. Because here's the thing. It is very triggering because, see, the thing about this, guys, is like she didn't have to get thrown to the ground, okay? And I'm going to play you a clip after this that is like 50 times worse, guys. You're going to see one of the most abusive ICE moves ever of a woman who didn't do anything, where they shot her like point blank range with like a paint gun or a pellet gun or whatever. And then they fucking like tossed this older woman on the ground. She's probably in her 50s. Okay. And this is insane. You can't zoom in anymore, boss. That's as big as this shit gets. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Right. That's as big as it gets. Right. Because it's fucking vertical video. That's all we got. But you'll see it. Right? All right, here we go. You ready? Not cool, guys. Watch this. Dude. Look at that shit. You see that? You see how wildly unnecessary that, like, why you push her out? Get her away from the crowd? But, like, he literally lifted her up and slammed her on the ground for no fucking reason, bro. Dude, what the fuck is that, bro? Yeah, she did hit the ground hard, okay? Hard. Like, what are we doing, man? These are protesters, okay? They're protesters. She wasn't violent. She wasn't hitting anyone. She didn't do any damage. Now, trigger warning, guys, because what you're about to see is really going to fucking piss you off, okay? But this one, dude, this one hit me, bro. I'm telling you right now, this one fucking pissed me off, boss, okay? What you're about to see here, I don't know if you've seen this clip, but watch this woman right here in black. She stands in front of this thing, and now watch, this guy comes up with like an airsoft rifle or something, and he shoots her, and then they like gang tackle her, guys. And she just like sits in like a non-resistant position, but this one really fucked me up, and she like pushed back too. My hats off to this woman, because she was like, one guy pushed into her and she was like, fuck you. But watch this, dude.
That was really cool, guys. You guys are super cool for that. Wow.
Did you see that shit? He shot her at like a point blank range, bro.
Big tough guys. She's getting her side. She's getting her side. Look at her point.
Look at him.
Give me your side. Give me your side up. Give me your side.
Dude, that guy came up and pepper sprayed her? Like, what the fuck, bro? Look at her. He's fucking pepper spraying her? See, this is it, guys. This is why if these guys end up like taking a fucking brick to the head, I mean, I'm not gonna cry any tears for these guys, okay? Seriously. If they take a brick to the head, don't fucking expect me to cry any tears, all right? I'm not going to. I'd be like, all right, well, I'm sorry you took a brick to the head, bro. But maybe you shouldn't fucking pepper spray a woman why did that guy pepper spray her? What the fuck was that about, bro? They're not even threatened. They're literally just causing harm, dude. Dude, these guys, I mean, you know, they're going to be lucky if it doesn't end up open season on these guys. It is a real fucking problem.
You're gonna need some shit. You already got me earlier. You have to. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Get her up. Get her up. Get her up. Get her up. We're not threatening anyone. We're not threatening anyone. We're not threatening anyone. Move out. Move out. Move out. How is she supposed to move?
You shoot her in the face!
Right there, that's good.
Dude, what the fuck is that guy doing, bro?
What's wrong with you? You said get off the property, we did. You got off the property. You coming over to beat her ass.
I love her. She's like, you piece of fucking shit. Dude.
What is wrong with you?
So here's the deal, guys. When it ends up open season on these guys, no tears. Okay? No tears. Because these guys, they're fucking brutal for no reason. No tears, bro. Like they cannot experience enough harm. Okay? I'm serious. Dude, I have zero, like ICE, zero fucking they get zero sympathy. Okay? Brick to the head, not my problem. Dude. Fuck these guys, bro. Fuck these guys. And then, of course, what you have is you have Trump out here. Okay? Of course, what you have is you have Trump saying shit like this. You ready? Here he goes.
We brought the numbers down in Chicago a little bit by having the FBI in there for the last 5 months. We brought the numbers down in Memphis a little bit, but now we're going for the big one. Now we're going to go for the big one. But we set ourselves up very well in Chicago, Memphis, New Orleans a little bit, going in early just to see what was happening. We study it. We're studying the site. It's sort of like war. I mean, I hate to tell you, it's like war. Some of these people are really bad. They're really, really sick people. They're dangerous people.
Dude, he's talking about the ICE agents, I presume. Right?
They're murderers, drug dealers, and can't have it. You can't have other.
Dude, he says it's sort of like war. Dude, I have no. I mean, dude, I'm really bothered by this shit. I am, because there's no way to justify those guys. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to justify those guys, those fuckers. And they're not wearing any badges. They have no identification. They're like completely operating outside the bounds. And what's wild about it though, guys, is how the right wingers are celebrating this shit. Like, for example, okay, look at this. You have this fucking piece of trash. But look at what he says here. Where is it? He says, right? Look at this. He says, just in, dragged on the ground and pummeled by federal agents after they tried to blockade an ICE facility, right? That dude got slammed. So they're like celebrating violence. All right? These are the same fucking cuckolds who have been crying about Charlie Kirk, like whining like bitches. But dude, if these guys killed the protesters, they would have no empathy whatsoever. They would be cheering it. They would be cheering the death of the protesters, right? And yet they made a big deal about Charlie Kirk. This is why I will not mourn Charlie Kirk, okay? Because these people are despicable. Okay, Charlie Kirk is despicable. MAGA are despicable. All of these right-wing fucking degenerate right-wing propagandists are despicable. and they are consistently cheering violence. Okay? They consistently cheer violence.
How do you spell racist? How do you spell fascist? How do you spell fascist? How do you spell racist? You're on video. Shame on you. Put him down. We know.
Dude, like, what the fuck is he doing, bro? What the fuck is that? That guy didn't even do anything. He threw his canister or whatever. Dude, right? They're just, they're thirsting with violence, bro. These thugs will be exposed. I mean, I hope so, right? These guys belong in jail, man. You know? Dude, it's fucking, it is so problematic, bro. Dude, it's so problematic. You know? Fucking, this is in Chicago. This is in Illinois. All right? But again, though, guys, we should note that the National Guard is not going into Illinois, okay? And they've been doing this shit here in Portland. The protesters in Portland have been fucking up the ICE guys here in Portland too, okay? So they're, you know, our mayor is now currently looking into a bunch of allegations of violence with these guys too. I mean, this is just one of the things that has been consistent with ICE from the beginning, that they are using violence when it's uncalled for. They're using unnecessary force when it's uncalled for. They're not respecting the American citizens who even ask them simple questions like, you know, what's your badge number? Do you have a warrant? Et cetera, et cetera. It is just a group of thugs that are emboldened by Donald Trump allowing them to be violent, and they are purposely being violent. And again, though, we're not going to hear their cries when they take a brick, because it does come around, okay? It absolutely comes around. We've seen it come around. And this is why I don't cry about it when it comes around, because these right-wingers are cheering it. This is why this whole Charlie Kirk shit is bullshit, because these guys cheer this violence, and it's not going to bring Charlie Kirk back. Dude, he gone. Sorry, Erica Kirk, not a replacement. But look at this. You had like Laura Ingraham. Okay, she was going off. Dude, privacy, let's go, baby. But look at this, dude. She was like, she made some comments about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 that were just pretty despicable. Okay, her comment about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was like she was cheering on gaslighting and assassination. Fuck off, Ingraham. Dude, look at that. Zohran Mamdani labeled Charlie Kirk a far-right extremist, right? And hold on, I gotta. Hold on, you ready? Where's the far-right extremist Charlie Kirk? Oh, dude, that's pretty aggro, but Zoran's about to be mayor, but where's the far-right extremist Charlie? Oh, shit. He's not going to be mayor. Dude, that's what I predict. I predict Charlie Kirk is not going to be mayor. See, the thing about this, though, is this is why people are cheering on the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't cheer ICE using violence up, down, and sideways, and then get mad when people cheer when fucking something happens to your people, right? Dude, Laura Ingraham, she is a scumbag. But let me find the one where she commented on Kat Abu. All right, let me see this. It was pretty gnarly. Dude, did I bookmark it? Maybe I bookmarked it. No, I didn't. Dude, there was one. Oh, maybe I liked it. I think I liked it. I've been trying to like tweets so I can hold on to them. What did she say? She said, oh, here it is. This is the one right here. She says a Democrat congressional candidate was thrown to the ground by an ICE agent, and she says, good work, is what she says. Again, they're cheering on violence, guys.
Including a Democrat congressional candidate who was thrown to the ground by an ICE agent. Good work. Including
right? Good work, right? So they cheer violence, okay? They cheer violence. So they can't cry when violence comes full circle, you know? You know what I mean? So Tyler court date is the 29th. I don't know like when he's going to plea or what the thing is. We have no idea how that case is going to work out. I did watch a little bit of his original hearing. It was, you know, they're having him, he's not going into court. He is appearing from, you know, closed circuit TV. And, right, but she says anti-ICE lunatics. But yeah, this is, again, dude, they promote violence, okay? They promote violence. So from here on out, guys, I'm not... When I'm okay with the violence that gets directed at things like the Gestapo, ICE, I'm not going to feel bad about that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're committing political violence. They're cheering it on. They're making a huge deal about this. And so, like, we're going to not get too fucking verklempt when shit swings back on their ways. You know what I'm saying? Did he make a laundry list? Is there a video? Dude, these guys are so toxic, okay? They're so toxic, just cheering fucking violence, dude. Dude. Yeah, no, I know, Janae, you're not wrong, okay? You're not wrong because this shit has been going on like for the longest time. Long before Charlie Kirk, they have always cheered violence and cheered the inciting of violence against Democrats. Okay, you know what I mean? But they do it in a, you know, I guess they do it in a sort of a gaslighty way, right? Because they're cheering it like through the state. Okay. But they cheer it like not the state. Anytime you see a video of like a MAGA person like beating someone up, they cheer it on. Or remember when those cars tried to force Kamala Harris's bus off the road? Remember the cars that like smashed into vehicles and shit? The Trump flag cars that smashed into vehicles were forcing Kamala Harris's bus off the road in Texas. I mean, the whole thing is just fucking infuriating. You know, should we do a dance goal? Let's do it. I feel like we're going to need to dance. I'm doing it 45 minutes, all right? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's dance. Dude, this shit makes my blood boil, though, man. It really does. Dude, shit makes my blood boil. Fascism. Dude, derp. Let's go, baby. Dude, you too, Pinky. Let's go. Fuck Trump. Fuck ICE. I'm with you. 100%. Dude, there will be no autopsy. No, I believe now will remain to see what happens with that, but I believe there is going to be an autopsy. Oh my God, can I show you something though, guys? Because I found a video today. You ready? Check this out, okay? Look at this video that I found here, okay? This video is crazy. All right, hold the phone here, okay? We're gonna go to Fox News. All right. I found this video on Fox News. Give me 1 sec here. Dude, YouTube won't let you send the comment. Yeah, I mean, YouTube's got some shit, boss. But appreciate you. Thank you for the 5, clown. Let's go. Okay, so this video is what I found today, guys. Look at this shit. Because there's been this talk about Tyler Robinson, okay? This is the shooter right here. This is the guy who shot Charlie Kirk. Now, this is a video from 2 years ago, okay? 2 years ago, he was involved in a traffic accident. And some cops went and took the information about the traffic accident. They had body cameras on, okay? Now, what's crazy is you're about to see this kid a couple years ago, long before he shot Charlie Kirk. Now, part of the reason why I'm playing this is because I want you to see this kid. There's been a lot of talk about him like being a leftist, but what you're going to see is that he is like, he's a pretty country bumpkin sort of person. And from what I understand, he was deeply Mormon. And I already told you about how Washington County down there by St. George is where all the fundamentalist LDS people are. It's a lot of farmland, a lot of like deep country, almost Amish level LDS people. Dude, 6 cents. Let's go. Thank you, Amelia. But I think it's really interesting to see this kid because you see that he's not like a soy boy leftist, okay? He's not a soy boy leftist. He is very much a like, I don't know, a country bumpkin. Like him being part of the MAGA family is absolutely believable when you watch this. All right, you ready? Let's watch this video. Here, watch.
Who's the driver? You're the driver?
Yeah.
Can you tell me just really quick what happened?
I was coming this way and we was passing through and he pulled out from here, or no, from there, I think.
Do you remember which lane you were in?
I was in one of those two lanes going this way. I think in the right Yeah, in the rightmost lane coming this way.
Okay.
And he would have been there going left.
That's him.
And as I was coming through, he turned in and I T-boned into the side.
Okay. Do you remember looking at the light?
Yeah, it just turned yellow as I was getting into the intersection.
Gotcha. Okay, are either one of you injured in any way, shape, or form? No, nothing hurts? Okay, do you have your registration and proof of insurance on your vehicle?
They cut it here to give some.
Same address.
He's a total country
So
boy.
he's the passenger.
Okay.
His insurance, mom's on the way. He doesn't have a copy right now, right?
Okay. That'll work out. I'll just go ahead and...
Look at this. This is 3 years ago. 3 years ago, guys.
Do you need to be on speaker?
22.
Pull up on his phone. I sent a picture of it if you want me to text it to you.
Yeah, just text it to me. That'll work out. There you go, bud. Thanks. All right. And then, did you get a record coming for this?
Yeah, I got one coming for this one.
Okay. He's going to need one, too. He's a little leaking. Did you get one for this guy as well? Charles 313. We're going to need a record for the 𝗙ecie 𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀 as well.
That was him talking with the hat and the glasses on. Got in this car crash in 2022. There he is, right there.
Your mom's on her way?
Yeah, she's going to be a minute. She's got to shuttle over from where she's at to her car and then drive over.
Gotcha. Okay, what I need you to do is just fill out this witness statement for me. This is just your identifying information. Down here, put exactly what you told me that happened. You two, are you brothers or friends?
Yeah.
Okay, all I needed, I just need his, down here, let's put name, date of birth, your address, and your phone number. That work just right down here. I have to list him as a passenger. Okay, are you injured in any way, shape, or form? No? Okay. Perfect. Okay, just give us a couple of minutes and we'll get the paperwork. All right?
All right.
And we're going to have a tow truck come and get your car since you're leaking fluids. You're not going to last too long.
Just as I left the house, put oil in.
Of course.
Just topped it up.
Welcome to real life. Yeah, that's Murphy. He's working. All right, guys, just hang tight. Hey, buddy, y'all done?
I need a sign in front of you?
Yes, please.
Dude, he's a total country bumpkin, dude.
Okay. Did you make any statements to him after the incident happened?
I said, "Are you all right?" And then as we pulled up here, I had him check on them.
Okay. All right. Did you make a statement saying that it was your fault?
No.
What's that?
No.
When I got out, I was worried, so I just went out. I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't your fault. It was our fault. We were both messed up." And I first went up to him to check on him.
Okay. You said that to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you mean by that?
I think it was just trying not to.
Okay. Because you guys have a couple different versions about what happened. So we had a third party witness that watched the entire thing. I'm just trying to clarify your guys' story a little bit. So you're heading
from that rightmost through lane through the intersection. And maybe a second or so before I reached the intersection, the light changed yellow.
Okay, you remember looking at the light?
Yeah, I was looking up at the light just before getting there.
Okay.
Saw it shift yellow. And as I get into the intersection, there was a vehicle in the lane between the leftmost through lane that was forward some.
So people on the side of you were slowing down to a stop.
I had seen someone slowing down, and I wondered why they had slowed so much.
Okay.
But
why do you think that they were slowing down?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe because the light was turning red?
Well, I was close enough to the light that I would be...
Pretty sure he ran the light.
If I had tried to brake from that speed.
Right?
Okay.
When I was going the speed limit, I had just made sure.
Okay. How long were you...
Everybody stopped
how long was that?
but
When
him.
did you last check your speed?
Probably back maybe halfway down that road to that where it curves. Maybe halfway down that distance. I just looked.
Dude, I want to see if his mom shows up.
All right, 1 second. Is your mom almost here? Or?
I'm not sure. Over. She had the shuttle from where she worked to her car.
Is she not able to just send you a text message of a picture of the? I just need a picture of the insurance card.
Oh, now his mom's here. Oh shit. There's his mom.
All right, buddy, here's your information back here. So this is a driver exchange form. This has all of his vehicle information and all your vehicle information, okay? The most important number on this piece of paper is this one right here, top left. This is your case number, instant number, all that stuff, okay?
His mom had to do an Instagram selfie before she rolled up.
That's the number that the report will be filed under, all right? When you contact your insurance company, that's the number they're going to ask for right there, okay? So I am not issuing citations today because I can't prove one way or the other about exactly what happened, okay? So if your light is yellow, then he didn't yield. If your light was red, okay, and you sped up to make the red light, then that's your bet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have a third-party witness. There's just, we're like seconds. I just can't, I'm not comfortable with citing anybody because I don't know exactly what happened, okay?
All right.
So, do you have any questions about that?
No.
No? Okay. Mom, do you have any questions since you'll probably be taking care of this?
I will be taking care of this, and this is all new for me, but
Okay.
we'll figure it out.
All right. But basically, just call your insurance company. Let them know he's involved in an accident. They'll ask for this number, okay? And then just kind of go from there. They'll help you out. They'll do whatever insurance companies do, okay?
Right.
All right.
I was told it was going to tell us where the car is.
So, you just bailed out.
Yeah.
Let me get you some information really quick. And let me get I'll write down the record information for you.
All right, so there you go. That was a little piece of interesting information, wasn't it? Wasn't that fucking interesting to see him? A couple of things we saw about that is so a context. I mean, there's not much context to provide. That was body cam footage from when Tyler Robinson was involved in a car accident back in 2022. So 3 years ago, he blew through a yellow light, T-boned a car that was making a left turn, and those cops showed up. And so there was some fucking footage that I discovered today when I was kicking around on the internet. But what it does is it shows this kid. There's been a lot of debate about this kid being a leftist, about this kid being this and that. But you can clearly see that he's a country boy, through and through, without a doubt. Country bumpkin. His mom shows up. That was his brother that was blurred out with the Zeppelin t-shirt. They are definitely a MAGA family. You know what I'm saying? 100% country bumpkin. Okay. Now, if you look at Washington County, where down in that lower corner of Utah, that's where all the fundamentalist LDS people are. It's called FLDS. They're the polygamists and the people that sort of live outside mainstream society. They're all down in Washington County. It's a very rural part of Utah. I mean, this guy was bumpkin to the core, right? Bumpkin. Duggarville? Dude, I don't know what that means, but it's funny, bro. Duggarville? Okay. Well, dude, can we talk about Candace Owens for a second? Because here's the thing about Candace Owens, guys, is I don't find her to be reliable, guys. Okay? Can we be honest that Candace Owens is quite possibly the most unreliable fucking source? I mean, dude, she's a leftist who sued a school for racial discrimination. Then a short time later, she became a right-wing figure. Then, she's gone back and forth. She had her little falling out with Ben Shapiro over Gaza, dude, Marisol, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And now she's like trying to fucking, right now she's trying to sister wives, Duggars. I know, it's just so good. I get it now. Duggarville. I didn't even know what it meant, but it like vibes. But now she's like sort of leading the pathway here of this, you know, I mean, she's trying to leverage like a conspiracy narrative, isn't she? You know, what is her, right? I mean, she's going off on the free speech thing.
Pam Bondi, who is a complete loser and a tool, is trying to use the assassination of Charlie Kirk to lay the groundwork for hate speech laws in America. The very thing that Charlie was fighting against. They all just got right to work trying to pass laws. Well, Charlie Kirk is such, now we got hate speech is something. Exactly what he's messaging me about that he doesn't want to happen. They're trying to use his death to justify. Listen to what Pam Bondi said to Katie Miller on her podcast. Take a listen.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech.
No.
And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened.
Dude, isn't it so funny? Like, Charlie Kirk getting whacked has made it so the right-wingers are saying there's free speech and there's hate speech. Dude, they're woke. Like, whoa. Oh, shit, we woke up. And Pam Bondi is woke, dude. Dude, seriously, she's going to be wearing a rainbow hat in like 3, 2, 1, cue fucking Pam Bondi in her rainbow outfit.
Charlie, in our society.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
We will absolutely target you, go after you if you are targeting anyone.
Yeah, target me, bitch. Show me what you got, Pam Bondi.
Speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
Oh.
So to be clear, that's the feds telling you that they want to pass speech laws, which will basically just give them the full power to go after you for wrongthink. Okay. And they're doing it in the most disturbing way ever by going after Charlie Kirk's legacy and using his assassination to say, oh, well, now we've got to get hate speech done.
See, here's the thing, though. I find it interesting, though, that this MAGA rift is developing because this is going to be, dude, I know Charlie Kirk was denied for West Point, and we know he was denied for West Point because he's a mediocre white male, okay? Dude, you got to remember, the only reason Charlie Kirk had TPUSA was because of his rich daddy, the Republican donor, and Bill Montgomery. Without those guys, Charlie was just another college dropout crying about how he couldn't get into West Point because he was too much of a fucking soy boy, okay? Dude, Charlie Kirk was a soy boy. But anyway, to get to Candace here, I find it interesting that MAGA's having this rift, okay? I do. It's interesting that MAGA's having this rift because obviously the free speech and the hate speech thing, like, that could really come back to haunt them in a major way. They're all cheering for it now, right? But it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But now, isn't she going off on a conspiracy theory? Right? Like, here she is. I've spent hours working through this timeline, and I am now fully of the belief that this is in fact a federal conspiracy. There is no other explanation. They're lying about Charlie Kirk's assassination. So this is a big MAGA rift, though, guys, because what is she doing? Is she just hitting the cash register, which is very believable for Candace Owens, but what is this going to do to the MAGA people? You know that there's a huge portion of MAGA that are prone to conspiracy thinking, okay? So how divided is this going to get? Because we know, like when I hear Bondi talking about there's free speech and there's hate speech, we know what that really means. That means that they're going to prosecute the speech of leftists. okay, that it does. They're going to prosecute the speech of leftists, and they're going to prosecute the speech of anybody who disagrees with Trump. Okay, we know that it's mostly about hunting down leftist organizations, and it's about harming people who say negative things about Trump. For the most part, MAGA is going to be immune unless they get anti-Trump. Then they're going to be in trouble. But I'm intrigued how this conspiracy theory shit is going to play, because obviously Candace Owens is going crazy about like Charlie Kirk, and somebody said she had like 200,000 people watching her. So there's huge, look at this. There's huge numbers of MAGA people that are watching this woman. Okay. Candace Owens boycotts the Charlie Kirk Memorial over federal conspiracy suspicions. I don't see how this can't be beneficial, right? You know what I mean? I feel like this is beneficial in some way, shape, or form, right? Because if they foment, to use Stephen Miller's favorite word, if they foment this idea that the government killed Charlie Kirk, that could cause some fucking MAGA damage, bro. Right? Oh, shit. Dude, that's pretty wild. So she says she's not going. All right. And Laura Loomer, though, says, you ready? All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here.
I said there is no way we are going to this event now. There's a 0% chance. First and foremost, why are you saying invite? Anybody can go to it. You just buy a ticket to the event, and you're all working to try to get me to confirm that I'm going. And you're doing this as if you're trying to like push my buttons and be like, we got to make her get into her ego so she like shows up and like posts it on social media. Nope. Actually, you know, while I'm attacking the feds, maybe not going to a public event, which the feds are organizing, is probably a very good idea. I'm good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to listen to Power on my headphones and go see Ye. How's that for a memorial for Charlie Kirk? That feels like the right thing for me to do right now.
Dude, you had to go fucking see the Nazi? Bro, but this is like a little bit of rift here, okay? This is a little bit of rift, right? After a week claiming Charlie Kirk secretly had views opposite his public statements, pushing conspiracies about his murder, she's not attending the memorial. But there's a little rift, guys, okay? I mean, she is batshit, but look at Laura Loomer. She isn't welcome. That's the real reason, and she knows it. Multiple TPUSA staffers told me she's not welcome. So here's the scoop, though, is like all of these people, I feel like, are dangerous of their own accord, right? How much do you think she can rattle the MAGA coalition, Candace Owens? I mean, there were like 200,000 people watching her. She doesn't have it figured out yet. Well, I mean, I don't think she even knows. I don't think she really, you know, there's no way she's going to like figure it out. There's nothing to really figure it out. But I think, though, the benefit of this type of behavior, guys, is to just stir animosity and distrust inside the MAGA coalition, which is helpful, okay? And you know what I mean? I mean, they're all despicable, and they're all liars, and they're all grifters, but the way I look at this is I look at this as something strategic, right? Like, what we need to do for the last week, guys, Charlie Kirk gets blown away, and then for a week, they've been running around, oh, we're going to get stronger, we're going to get bigger, our movement just got even more powerful, 1 million Charlie Kirks, you're going to regret this, all this crazy shit. But they were coping, okay? They were coping like real hard, okay? But the reality is Charlie Kirk was their linchpin. He was the voice to the younger generation. He was the guy radicalizing the young male army, going to the frat houses, winning these other misogynist young white dudes over. And he was the future of their post-Donald Trump politics. He was the guy with the reality TV charisma who had a huge following, that had the youth behind him, that was going to be the heir apparent to Donald Trump. And now he's dead. He's gone. Their entire political future beyond Donald Trump bled out on that field in Utah. And they know it, okay? They know it. So they've been like coping and saying, oh, Erica's going to win over the women now and all this, that, and the other. But like, dude, none of that's going to happen. They've been saying she's more conservative. A conservative woman is not winning over liberal women, and she's certainly not going to win over any of the fucking young men, okay? Now, the thing about it is, though, is from our vantage point, is how do we destroy the movement, okay? Because at the end of the day, we need to destroy TPUSA. We need to destroy the MAGA movement, and we need to like unravel that fucking grooming that like Charlie Kirk and Benny Johnson and all these motherfuckers did. Now, one thing we do know is that a lot of these really haughty, really arrogant right-wing people, they're going to chill out a little now because they're worried about taking a bullet, okay? And it's pretty clear that Tyler is not a leftist. They're going to say he's a leftist, but they know he's a fucking bumpkin Mormon who was raised in a MAGA family. They know they're not safe from their own people. And that's like dangerous, okay? All the young people that were real outspoken, they're going to chill out too because of like bullets flying. So this Tyler Robinson kid really did a number on their whole fucking machine. Okay, and now Candace Owens is getting in there and like trying to fuck it up too. Okay, but we though on the left got to figure, how do we dismantle this? Because we got to bring it down. Okay, we got to bring it down. You know, and so it's just really interesting that she is out here like trying to fracture this shit. Okay. Let's go. Willem, let's go, baby. But look at this shit, though. These are supposedly texts from Charlie Kirk, right? That I watched the podcast. Candace needs to say two things, and this will stop in its tracks. They're fundamental conservative principles. She didn't say either Israel is not committing genocide, 30 dead, blah, 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 America first. This is not Ukraine. This is right. I'm really trying to help her. It's being worked on. I don't do the silly virtue signaling stuff. Looks like many conservatives are taking the first exit off the train as turning point. Thought through what they are going to do. It's being worked on. I don't do silly virtue signaling stuff publicly. What exactly is she talking about? Where does she get this stuff from? I'm not being sarcastic. I'm so confused. I don't know. I think she has entered a dark world of conspiracy. My guess is this is partum behavior. She's looking for the Jewish angle in every rock she turns over. Maybe someone Kanye knows seems to be going down the same crazy train, Svengali type guru. So she was turning into like Jewish conspiracy theory shit, and Charlie Kirk was already like doing damage control. So some shit's been going on, I guess, with TPUSA and Candace Owens before this. All right. So, dude, it's really interesting. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Now, guys, you know what I think? From a purely strategic standpoint, guys, I think we need to encourage Candace Owens. Honestly, okay? We need to encourage Candace Owens. Tyler was not trans. No, nobody thought Tyler was trans, right? Yeah, no, Tyler's a country bumpkin Mormon. But I think we need to encourage Candace Owens. I think everybody on the left needs to back her up and start like encouraging her to continue the fucking narrative, okay? Everybody needs to back her up, okay? We need to encourage Candace to get like way out to the fringes. I know, I'm serious. I'm going to get in her replies, dude. I'm going to start cheering her on. I am, dude. I'm going to start cheering her on. Was it true he was bisexual? We don't know. It's possible he was. But, dude, I am going to start cheering. Dude, there are many rifts, okay? There's a rift between TPUSA and obviously Nick Fuentes, but there's a big rift over Israel with Candace Owens. But now, guys, I'm going to tell you, though, something, okay? The Netanyahu, something is up with Netanyahu, okay? Something is up with Netanyahu. This guy never spoke about Charlie Kirk at all. You never heard him say anything about Charlie Kirk. And now the motherfucker won't shut up about him. Okay? I'm serious, dude. He is like, every time you turn around, Netanyahu is making some comment about Charlie Kirk. Like, look at this shit, dude. Look at this. And he's saying Israel didn't kill him. I swear, Israel didn't kill him, dude.
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false.
Dude, he's making a video, bro. What is going on, dude?
It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization.
Believable.
Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
One of my
yeah,
greatest...
now he's got a letter from Charlie. Me and Charlie were FaceTiming. Dude, we used to get on TikTok and send animal videos to each other. Dude, hey, what's he going to say next? He's like, I sent Charlie videos of me killing Palestinian children. And Charlie's like, oh, thank you, Benny.
His joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judeo-Christian civilization. He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. Now, if Charlie disagreed with a policy of mine or a decision here and there, not only did I not mind, I welcomed it. This is the essence of Charlie. This is the essence of a free country. It's exactly what Charlie stood for.
Dude, what the fuck is going on, bro? Why is Benny Netanyahu making videos about Charlie Kirk, bro? Something about this. He's like all chummy. Dude, he's been talking about Charlie Kirk since the assassination. The essence of Charlie. Something is really not right with this, guys.
And I knew that his suggestions always came from the heart, from his love for Israel and from his love for the Jewish people. A few weeks before his death, I spoke to Charlie. I invited him to visit Israel again.
Oh, yeah.
And sadly, that won't happen. Now some are peddling these disgusting rumors, perhaps out of obsession, perhaps with Qatari funding.
Oh,
what
Qatari.
I do know is this.
Dude, like, did Qatari give Trump $400 million plane to start the rumors? Dude, what is going on, bro? We are living in, like, the upside down right now.
Charlie Kirk was a great man, and a great man deserves honor, not lies. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. May your memory be a blessing.
Dude, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Dude, what is going on? Isn't that weird? Isn't that fucking weird, guys? That, like, all of a sudden Benny Netanyahu is up there just, like, making videos about Charlie Kirk. And now, granted, Jake Shields is not a reliable source because this guy is an anti-Semitic fucking degenerate piece of shit. But he's like, Netanyahu's released 6 statements to assure the people he wasn't involved in killing Charlie Kirk. And I've been watching this too. Netanyahu never mentioned Charlie Kirk. He never mentioned TPUSA. This was not even a thing. But dude, he has literally not stopped talking about him. There's something about that is strange. And he's been tweeting about him, right? Charlie Kirk was murdered for speaking truth and defending freedom, a lion-hearted friend of Israel, yada, yada, yada. Now, this is simultaneously when Charlie was starting to create a problem with the Epstein files. And we know that Ehud Barak, the old prime minister of Israel, is tied into this Epstein shit, right? There's something going on with Israel and Epstein. And it may not be the conspiracy theory that everybody thinks about Mossad, but there is some fucking connection between the former prime minister, at least, of Israel and Jeffrey Epstein and Peter Thiel and Prince Andrew and Donald Trump. There is a deep fucking connection with these guys. And you know, and that Israeli citizen that was at a convention in Vegas who got busted pursuing a young 16-year-old girl, and then he gets flown out of the country. Boom, gone. That's fucked up, bro. And dude, Netanyahu has tweeted like multiple tweets, dude, about Charlie Kirk, right? A constant, oh, Charlie was more than a friend of Israel. Dude, something is going on here, okay? And then this is some other shit. People are fucking stoking this.
And the Israeli hard right government has a mandate. I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza.
Dude, look at that. I gotta be careful the way I say this. Dude, look at this shit, bro. These guys are aware of the horrors that are going on in the Middle East. They're so aware of this, dude. They are so attached to like the murder of Palestinian children and the killings, the gruesome killings of people, starving them and trying to run them off their land.
And the Israeli hard right government has a mandate. I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. Yep. I mean, I don't use that term lightly, okay? They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there.
Dude, he was laughing when he said it. He's like, I don't use that term lightly, but let me laugh. What the fuck, bro?
Okay. And honestly, they have a mandate to go seek justice and revenge. They do. This idea that they need to have a truce or a peace treaty, that's morally crap after you see women and children be burned alive and dragged to the streets. But there are some serious questions here, Patrick. And let me tell you, my pattern recognition over the last 5 years has become pretty sharp. COVID, Maui fires, Epstein. When I see a story and it doesn't click, our guts are usually right. So I've been to Israel many times. The whole country's a fortress. When I first heard this story, I still had the same gut instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard to believe. I've been to that Gaza border. You cannot go 10 feet without running into a 19-year-old with an AR-15 or an automatic machine gun that is an IDF soldier. Right? The whole country is surveilled. And so let me just kind of go through this.
Dude, he sure doesn't sound like a friend of Israel, right? I mean, he sort of is a friend of Israel, but he sort of isn't a friend of Israel too, dude, We don't talk about Israeli politics very often, and most Americans don't know this. The last 9 months, Israel is on the brink of civil war. It's not an exaggeration. This judicial stuff, there were hundreds of thousands of Israelis taking to the streets because Bibi Netanyahu was basically redefining the Israeli constitution. That's not an exaggeration, right? Dude, it seems like he's pro-Israel, but I'm not convinced he's fucking pro-Netanyahu. You know what I mean? I mean, we know his Christian roots make him pro-Israel, but he doesn't seem to be very pro-Netanyahu. And even the way he referred to it as the hard right government of Israel in the very beginning, right? This is really intriguing.
He said the judicial branch has too much power. There were protests planned this week against Netanyahu, where they anticipated tens of thousands of people to take to the streets. That's all gone, Patrick. Netanyahu now has an emergency government and a mandate to lead. I'm not willing to go so far that saying that Netanyahu knew or there was intelligence here, but I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand down order? Was there a stand down order?
Dude, That's quite an accusation. He's asking the question of Netanyahu if they knew October 7th was happening and there was a stand down order delivered from Netanyahu himself. Now, that's some bold fucking claims coming from Charlie Kirk that sort of fly in the face of what Netanyahu was talking about, right? Which is like, huh, that's interesting. You know what I mean? That is pretty...
6 hours.
And dude, everybody there is just a pin drop, okay? So we know Charlie Kirk was pro-Israel. I don't think Charlie Kirk was pro-Netanyahu. You know what I mean? He certainly didn't sound like it, okay? But questioning if there was a stand-down order... That's a big deal coming from a far right person, somebody in the Trump camp. You know what I mean? Dude, feels like a big no-no. And now what do we have? We have Bibi running around being like, Charlie was a great friend of mine. And I'm like, really? Bibi, did you and Charlie talk about the possibility that there was a stand down order? Yeah, no, I know. At Epstein, there's a lot of chaos here, guys. I think there's a video in this. Dude, there is something about this doesn't add up, bro. Right? And now Nick Fuentes is trying to say that Netanyahu wouldn't kill. Dude, I don't know, dude. All I can say is his behavior since Charlie Kirk died has been weird, guys. And you know me, I am not a huge, Israel hawk. I don't spend a lot of time studying Netanyahu. I don't obsess about what's going on in Gaza. I don't watch a ton of that footage and shit. And that's not a central thing here. I'm much more focused on, democracy at home and civil rights here. But I see Netanyahu. I see him speak. I see the way he operates. And, I've certainly seen plenty of videos from him. His behavior in the wake of Charlie Kirk dying has been highly unusual, guys. Very fucking unusual. Why? Because he's a world leader that was never involved in TPUSA. TPUSA was not an international fucking thing. It was a guy going to frat houses and talking to kids in colleges, okay? Netanyahu was not involved in that scene, okay? Netanyahu has had nothing to do with that type of shit, okay? And now all of a sudden Netanyahu has been talking about Charlie Kirk way more than any other world leader. You don't see any other world leaders talking about Charlie Kirk. Nobody. The UK, they're not talking about Charlie Kirk. Canada, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is sitting there spending time talking about a podcaster who was an underling of Trump who got shot. But this podcaster, who is the center of having some questions about Netanyahu's government and who is kind of making demands about the Epstein case, which is heavily tied to some high up Israeli people, all of a sudden this motherfucker can't shut up about it, And that's weird, man. There's something going on. There is something fucking going on. Dude, South Korea, dude, that South Korea video, dude, that was some bullshit. That was astroturfed, boss. I know you're saying you saw the South Koreans holding their Charlie Kirk signs and whatever, but dude, they don't, right? Why were the signs in English? The signs were in English because somebody paid them to fucking hold signs and do that shit. Come on, bro. Somebody made a bunch of English Charlie Kirk signs and gave them to a bunch of South Koreans and filmed some videos, but they weren't out there making English Charlie Kirk signs, dude. Come on, man. Don't fall for that shit. Come on, bro. Dude. Dude. Yeah, there's a lot about this, guys, that just doesn't fucking look good. Bibby says Kirk had great looking hair, dude. Dude, next thing you know, Bibby's going to be like, I really admired Charlie Kirk's neck. Dude, right? Like, come on, man. Oh, shit. Something is not right with this, guys. Right? Dude, this right here, too, when you see how much time and energy Netanyahu has spent assuring everyone that he definitely didn't have Charlie Kirk killed. Dude, this is so accurate, bro. I'm telling you, I don't even pay attention to Netanyahu, and I notice something is up, guys. Okay? Something is up, dude. Some shit is up. Okay? All right, let's see what it says here, dude. What do we got here? This is Nick Fuentes adding to the pot.
They say that Charlie Kirk was offered an infusion of $150 million by Israel. Okay? That would double Israel's budget, or excuse me, Turning Point USA's budget. Turning Point USA has an annual budget of $140 million. Netanyahu offered Turning Point $150 million. For one purpose and one purpose only, to shill for Israel harder. Turning Point USA is already pro-Israel. They're not anti-Israel. They've never been anti-Israel. Charlie Kirk has, in the past, criticized Bibi Netanyahu. He has criticized secular left-wing Jewry in America. He has criticized a war with Iran, the famine in Gaza. He has never opposed Israel in itself. He has never explicitly opposed Israel.
Now, bear in mind that this is a huge Groyper versus TPUSA thing about Israel, okay? Because the Groypers are super anti-Semitic, like to the core, and so they hated Charlie's like support of Israel. But this right here was before Charlie got shot, okay? And there was definitely, you know, some animosity. Like Nick Fuentes spent a lot of time trying to rat fuck Charlie Kirk and TPUSA.
Offered him $150 million to be more pro-Israel than they already were, to be harder in their support for Israel, and in particular, to support regime change in Iran and to support their ethnic cleansing and genocide in Gaza. And Charlie Kirk refused the money. And I have independently confirmed that, by the way. I've heard that from 4 people. 4 people that I trust that are in the know. So this is coming from Candace Owens, a friend of Charlie Kirk. This is coming from Max Blumenthal, who purports to have a source. And I have heard from a handful of people independently of those sources that this offer was real and that Kirk turned down the money. After Charlie Kirk turned down the money, Netanyahu asked if he would come visit Jerusalem and give him the re-education tour. The Holocaust Museum, the burned babies, the beheaded babies, the one that Elon Musk took, the one that our Speaker of the House took. Anyone that's ever criticized Israel has been subjected to. He refused that as well. They offered to bribe him. They tried to re-educate him. He refused both offers.
All right, dude. So he's laying the groundwork here, right? He's laying some groundwork, dude. And Bill Ackman gave the Robinson family $1 million. Jesus, dude, what the fuck, bro? Their kid fucking shoots Charlie Kirk and they get rich. What are we doing, bro? What kind of world are we living in, dude? That is fucking crazy. Yeah, look at that look. Dude, they're fucking... Dude, they're stirring the pot about Israel, dude. Look at this. This is now Candace Owens getting in on this.
I'm being contacted by a lot of people. people that are telling me that just within 48 hours before Charlie passed away, his top Jewish donors were pulling funding from him, demanding that Charlie take their name off of the building that they had donated to Turning Point. I guess I can figure out who that is, how many people could have donated a building. And then once Charlie was killed, they said, never mind, put it back on the building. Okay. Charlie himself had alluded to a tremendous loss of money coming in. And we'll speak about that more. More people are going to come out with information. This is all inevitable. Okay. And I'll also point you in this direction. You guys remember Bibi recently was on a PR blitz, despite the fact that he was, fighting this 96,000 front war because Israel didn't do nothing. Okay. He was doing a ton of podcasts in America. He went on to Patrick Bet-David's podcast. He went on to Brandon Tatum's podcast. He went on to the Nelk Boys podcast.
Jesus.
Anybody find it weird he didn't do Charlie Kirk show? Homie very quickly told us that Charlie was penning love letters to him in May. I just love you so much. It's amazing. They were so close. The boys just hits him up like, hey, I know we're fighting this 97,000 front war.
Dude, I mean, they're digging into this shit.
Because we're always the victims, but do you want to just come and maybe stay at my place for the weekend here in Israel? Like, that's the vibe that Bibi was rushing to present to the media. So why didn't you do Charlie Kirk's show? I'll leave it as a question for you guys. Common sense, okay? I don't like small lies. And remember, Bibi started this. I am responding to his shamelessness, shameless misrepresentation of what Charlie was going through and what Charlie was saying. Because, and I want to be clear, to me right now, it feels, and I'm using a corporate term here, a bit like a hostile takeover, okay? Charlie builds the company organically on the basis of Charlie and Charlie's honest ideas. Suddenly, that company's got a lot of money, and Charlie's honest ideas are starting to change or maybe add more color. And now he's getting financial threats. He's being called names. He increasingly, he's being told who and what he's allowed to speak to, and he's taking a stance. He's taking a stand privately up to these people, and then it doesn't matter anymore because Charlie's dead, and those very same people who were pressing him are now doing, like, very quickly trying to set in stone that, Charlie, essentially the energy is Charlie died for Israel. He's just one of us. Nobody ask any more questions. That is literally untrue, and we're not going to allow it. Okay.
Dude, so again, yeah, I feel like we need to get our popcorn out, guys, because something is going on here where there is a rift, okay, that is splitting in some of this MAGA shit around Israel. And I think this is like exploitable by us, guys. You know what I'm saying? I think this is exploitable by us. So, you know what I mean? So that is, I mean, why kill? I don't know. And I don't know that they had him killed, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make that reach, but see, I don't even care, guys. Like, for me, I don't care. What I care about is how can we exploit this, okay? Because now there's an upheaval. Now there's a power struggle, right? Erica Kirk is the new CEO of TPUSA. I don't think people are going to just take her fucking, right? Charlie's wife. Dude, nobody in TPUSA respects the woman or the wife. You think TPUSA is just going to start taking orders from a woman? I'm not buying it, guys. There's going to be a power vacuum. There are going to be struggles. Like, we need to dismantle this shit. My thing, I hear this and I'm like, how can we exploit it? Okay? How can we fucking, like, put sticks in every moving wheel? Right? How can we turn them against one another so they fracture? Because, Candace Owens, right? I don't like her. Nobody likes her, but she's pretty persuasive with a lot of the MAGA people. A lot of MAGA people like Candace Owens, okay? And I think a lot of the Charlie Kirk people liked Candace Owens, okay? They were, like, kind of close. And so she has the opportunity and the power, I believe, to create a huge rift in TPUSA with, you know, whatever Eric is trying to do. And I just think, how can we exploit that? Like, we need to use this to our advantage. Like, how we can use some sort of psychological warfare to help fucking exploit this shit. You know? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but as far as like, you know, the reasons why Israel would want, so here's the thing, guys. You know, when you're looking at Israel is if, you know, there was a rift between Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro about Israel. Is a very public thing. Candace and Charlie were close. If Israel came in and wanted to double TPUSA's budget to fucking grease the wheels, and Charlie Kirk said no to $150 million, right? That's fucking, you know, I mean, I can understand them feeling a little unnerved by that. Like, why wouldn't he take $150 million? Okay? I mean, why would they offer $150 million? Like, what's going on with them that they would even offer that amount of money, right? It's like, you know, I have to feel like the Epstein shit is part of that too. I still feel like the Epstein shit is part of a lot of this stuff, guys, you know, because on the same day that they voted to, you know, pass that Charlie Kirk Remembrance Day, they voted down the Epstein stuff and nobody was talking about it, you know? And the Epstein stuff, I mean, for me, guys, it was really when we saw how Peter Thiel and the old PM of Israel, Ehud Barak, were involved with Epstein, okay? Because that's like, I don't know, man. That's a deep connection there, bro. And there's a lot of Israel stuff has been popping up around the Epstein thing. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going to start getting into, right? I'm going to start getting into Candace Owens' corner here, right? I want to encourage, okay? But I want to encourage, you know, I want to encourage fucking her to go apeshit. You won't vote for any of your reps because they voted for the Charlie Kirk racist shit? Yeah, my rep did not vote for it. Okay, my rep, fucking Maxine Dexter, she didn't vote for it, right? She didn't vote no on it. She voted present, okay, which is her way of like, I believe that's a way of not voting for it, but also acknowledging that like, you know, somebody was murdered, but she didn't vote for it. I mean, I guess I understand her district is kind of purple, so she was towing a line, but she did not vote for it, which was really important to me. If she had voted for it, I would have had a huge beef, but I knew there was no way she was voting for it. But this is intriguing here, dude. I don't know what's going on. They're like, this person is saying they're restricting videos talking about Charlie Kirk turning on Netanyahu, right? You have Katie Britt and Tuberville. Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry. You're fucked, bro. That's rough, dude. Tuberville and Britt. Brutal. Right? Brutal. It's yes as present. What do you mean? You're saying present counts as a yes vote? Is that what you're saying? Dude, that's fucking problematic. I'm trying to find the fucking video here. Dude, was she really debating their reactions? Dude, there's no fucking way, bro. Yeah, see, look. No. Look, here. If you look at the vote, it's not, right? It's the vote was, here's the votes, right? And so you have the yay, right? 215, 94, that's a 309, the nay, and then the present and not voted, right, are ones that didn't vote for it, okay? But this is the win count right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like present is a way of not of like showing up but not voting for it, right? But also not voting no, right? And some people just didn't vote at all, right? Some people didn't vote at all. But it is like a no vote without a no vote is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right? It's like, you know, it's a way, you know, it's explicitly what happens is somebody like Maxine Dexter, okay, who is, you know, she's in a somewhat purplish district, and it was her way of like not voting yes, right? But also not voting no, okay? You know, it's a tool. I mean, it is a tool because she wasn't going to vote yes for this thing, but also voting no could have had a fucking political cost for her too, right? You know, I mean, you got to be in a pretty blue district to vote no, right? You know, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. That whole thing was like was a political nonsensical thing because guys, here's the deal is let me just cue you in. Okay. Just so there's no like fucking, you know, I don't want you to operate under some like fantasy land of how Congress works. Okay. But so yes, some very blue congressmen voted yes. And those are the people that were like, they were making the yes vote to say no to political violence. Okay. For them, it was like a reaching across the aisle statement vote. I don't agree with it. I don't. But it's kind of one of the old school Democratic things that I find annoying that our party does. But it is a little bit of a pickle though, guys, because the thing that's complicated about Charlie Kirk is with an election coming up, they kind of have to tiptoe some of these guys. There are going to be some people that come out and are like, fuck this guy. And there are going to be a lot of people that voted yes on that day that agree with the fuck this guy people, but they were doing yes votes because they're thinking about the 2026 election and they're thinking about the purple fucking districts where, right? Because everything that happens in Congress, to be quite honest with you guys, doesn't have anything to do with people's fucking beliefs on the matter in the most part. It has to do with trying to win the goddamn elections, okay? Winning votes. That's it. That's all they fucking care about, okay? They vote in a way that allows them to continue winning elections, okay? So when they looked at that vote, the Democrats got together and they were trying to figure out who could vote no, who was going to be from a blue district was going to vote yes, who was going to, you know, vote present and who was not going to vote at all, right? It's like they calculate this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a huge fucking process of people being like, well, I got to do this for my district. And like, yeah, I mean, it is like the whole thing is just a power jockey, right? That's what our government is. A two-party government is just a jockey for power, man. Unfortunately, it's a jockey for power, right? Erica's not stupid. Yeah, I don't think Erica is stupid, but here's the deal, though. I don't think you're going to be able to unprogram everything that Charlie Kirk did, okay? Right? Charlie Kirk, right? He based a lot of his shit on misogyny and fucking anti-women's greed. And I don't think a woman, even if it's his wife coming in and taking control of that company, I don't think they're going to be able to erase the animosity that all the people involved with TPUSA have for women. They're not going to just be able to make that shit go away, right? You know what I mean? Right? You're real pissed at Dems with secure seats who voted yes? Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Dude, I'm pissed that the Dems voted for that shit at all. I wish they would have just come out united and said, you know, this is bullshit. But guys, I'll be honest with you, okay? You ready? Listen to me and hear me out on this, okay? And here's the thing that I want you to understand. And I don't know if you're going to accept this reasoning, but follow my train of thought. 3 months ago, a couple Democratic lawmakers got blown away in Minnesota, okay? They got shot, blown away, state lawmakers at their house, okay? Josh Shapiro's house got burned down, right? Charlie Kirk gets killed. I think some of those people were voting for this because they're seriously concerned about being victims of political violence. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? They've watched multiple political figures either get shot or attempted shot or fucking end up dead in the last year. And I'll be honest, I think some of them were voting hoping that vote just kind of fucking chills out because they're worried that they could take a bullet. Okay? It's like a real fear now that people are fucking, you know what I'm saying? That people are fucking worried about this shit. You know, and I mean, I guess I kind of understand that. Like, even when I think about people like Hassan, you know, Hassan, he's got to be thinking somewhere in the back of his head, like, holy shit, bro. What if one of those MAGA tools wants to get even for Charlie Kirk and they think a radical leftist fucking provoked this? Like, dude, this shit, it gets real when people start getting fucking gunned down. This shit used to not really happen very often, guys. And now it's like there have been attempts or multiple deaths in like a fucking 5-month period, bro. Like, that shit is not like, you know, like if those people think maybe having a Charlie Kirk day is going to turn down the temperature, I mean, I think some people are voting with fears for their own life, dude. I've not seen this much political violence. Yeah, no, Mom, Donnie. I mean, you saw that guy who just got arrested, right? Like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, felony. I'm sorry that, like, you know, you got don't shoot anybody, felony. All right, that's what I'm saying. Don't shoot anybody. We don't need them declaring you as a fucking terrorist. Dude, this shit is getting whacked out, man. You know, I mean, we have ICE agents throwing congressional candidates to the ground. They're trying to declare trans people terrorists or identity fraud in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Multiple people are getting fucking shot, you know. But, you know, Charlie statue, dude, the Charlie statue, that's in Florida. Right? Of course, that's the new college. That was the liberal arts school that Ron DeSantis ruined. But guys, let me just put it to you this way. Woke is coming back, dude. Fuck these guys, bro. All right? Fuck these guys, boss. All right. But me, I'm going to go make some videos, goddammit. Dude, is there something else we got to watch before we're done here? I'm gonna go, we got a dance incoming. You guys ready? I'm ready to dance. Can we succeed? We're gonna succeed. Dude, we gotta figure out how to pick apart TPUSA. That's what I want, guys. I want TPUSA in the fucking shitter, bro. Dark woke? Dude, fuck TPUSA. Dude. Dude, that's funny, Natalie. I can actually see that, right? I could see that in Oklahoma, right? Superintendent Ryan Walters, right after he beats off to his porn, he's going to put a Charlie Kirk statue in every classroom, right? Every classroom's going to have a little statue of Charlie Kirk holding the 10 Commandments, right? And then Ryan Walters, superintendent's going to fucking beat off to it. Dude, Jesus. Fucking weirdos. Dude, Oklahoma is so cooked. Dude, my armrest on the chair is falling apart. Jesus. All right. Goddamn, guys. Dude, butt plugs Charlie Kirk had butt plugs for everyone. I like the sound of that. Affecting more people after he's dead? No. No, guys, they're just in the honeymoon period. It's going to flare up in a couple days, too. It's like 2 days from now, right? On Sunday is when they're having his little fucking memorial. But, dude, Candace Owens is really causing some damage, guys. Again, we gotta exploit these riffs, okay? We gotta exploit these riffs in MAGA. You got like Laurel Loomer versus Candace Owens versus, right? You know what I'm saying? PBD and all these people are getting involved in this shit. We gotta exploit. We gotta divide and conquer, okay? Divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? Divide and conquer. And exploit it, dude. You know what I mean? Dude, exploit it. Exploit this shit, right? That's what we need to do, man. Rift. We got to get them eating their own. That's the thing you do, man. Always. If you can get them to eat their own, let's fucking go, baby. All right, here we go. Will Deja Vu, let's go.
notion that I will make it.
go. Dude, I love dancing. I do, man. This shit just makes me feel so good. All right, guys. Yeah, no, it is a good song. It is. It's catchy. Good vibes, danceable. Burn it down, dude. I'm with you, boss. Go give Candace Owens some fucking love, bro. Dude, we gotta divide and conquer these MAGA pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. We gotta fucking break them up. Break them up, baby. Woo! Dude, light it all on fire, boss. Anything that you would have said, but no, you chose to be red. And when you could be them. Woo! All right, guys. Dude, I love this guitar solo. Let's go! Dude, we got a long way to go, baby! Dude, they're coming for us! We are gonna keep fighting back. Fuck these guys. And now we're gonna be celebrating George Floyd's birthday every year on October 14th. Oh shit, they're gonna try to get people fired every October. Fuck them. Oh, MAGA, you fucking shit heels. Oh, MAGA, eat a dick. All right, guys, I'm gonna go make some videos. I love you guys. Take care of your head. Don't let this shit get out of control. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, we're gonna fight. We're gonna win, dude. I don't fucking care, boss. I didn't get this far to go down to a bunch of fascist, evangelical fucking weirdos. You dumb motherfuckers. MAGA's gonna get shit on. All right, we're gonna go out. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna get radiant. Good night, guys. Love ya. Let's go. See you tomorrow.
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around. I'd rather be found. It gets better. I wonder my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Hey, I just want to change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down. I'd rather be found. It gets better. I wonder my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. I will never it's over.